Hey guys, welcome to how I trim my hair. I say trim, but what I'm doing is actually dusting my hair. It's been 10 months since my last trim in April, I believe, and this is February that I'm filming this. And this is on stretched hair that's like been in a bun, so it looks a bit chaotic, but we move into the video. First things first is sectioning off a piece of hair so I can work in sections, which I rarely do, but I tried for today, so applause to me. Step 2 is to wet that piece of hair, although I wouldn't recommend this step if you're doing more of a cut than a trim. My hair was just dry from a treatment I'd done a few days before. Step 3 is just detangling so I can see those ends perfectly and not just be cutting off any parts that just have more texture. For the 4th step, I'm applying my Ayurvedic hair mix just because my ends are a bit dry and I want to just moisturize that section. I wouldn't recommend doing this again if your ends are worse than mine, because oil can actually seal down the ends to make it look like you don't have split ends, so it might make it harder to cut. But because I knew where to cut, I just did this. So yeah, and then onto just detangling a bit more, and then onto the light trimming or dusting. For the 5th step, there's so many methods you can do, like doing a single strand twist and then seeing the split ends that come out of the twist. But this method I don't completely like because it reminds me of a time I got my hair braided and I felt like the parts that were sticking out were just shorter pieces of hair, and so it led to like over trimming, which I want to avoid as much as possible. I also tried like actual dusting, which is like cutting the individual strands of hair, but then when I started it I was like, oh no, this is so overwhelming and it's going to take a long time. So I wouldn't advise that method unless you're like really in the zone and you're really keen on retaining length. It could be a good method. What I figured out along the way, the best method was probably to do my 3 steps. So wet my hair, brush it and put the oil, twist it up, and then cut off all of the straggly ends that are in the twist. This method was a lot quicker for me. Also, it meant that when I did like twist outs or styled my hair was just almost like uniformly looked okay, like on the ends wise. I took a quick snack break. My food did look better when I started this layered dip thing I usually make, but I had destroyed the tower because I was really hungry, and then I just had a packet of crisps and then carried on with my hair. One thing I started to notice was that when I was applying the oil and like raking it through my hair was actually shingling as if I'd used like a curling cream or a curling product or something, which has been happening a lot recently. I'm not sure if it's the oil mix I made that has some sort of ingredient that does this, but anyways. One juicy twist. Still smells like you. Oh, I hate this. I'm zoning out again. Healthy, beautiful hair. The right side of my neck still smells like you. I'm finally done. As you can see, the ends look perfect, and I'm just gonna pack it all back so I can wear it as a protective style to work as I usually do.